Now, in fact, with the riots and the violence spreading to other parts of England, the Indian team is worried ahead of the third test in Birmingham, which has also seen violence. The BCCI is now expected to speak to the team management and the ECB before taking a call on this series. And Boria is with me now. Boria, what's the situation in Birmingham? The team does seem to be extremely worried about what's happening there.
As you can very well see, it's pretty late out here, but it might well be the lull before the storm. I mean, there is a lot of activity still going on pretty late into the night. I mean, the police cars are there in thousands. I mean, while it might well seem very peaceful behind me, it is actually not very peaceful. The police has cordoned off the entire city centre, the Bull Ring area. I mean, there were lots of violence around 8:30, 9 o'clock at that point in time. And I mean, we can confirm that, Times now called the Indian team manager Anirudh Chaudhary, who said on record that just about the time when the violence started, which is around 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8-ish Birmingham time, just then the players were out for dinner. And immediately after the violence started, the team manager called each of the players on their mobile phones, asking them to return immediately to their hotel. And all of them were forced to comply. In fact, everybody came back. And by 9 o'clock Birmingham time, each and every player was back in the hotel and very closely monitoring the situation.
Right now, also, Boria, with all this violence spreading, what does this do to the tour really, especially since some football games in London have already been cancelled?
It's very difficult to say from here on what happens to the tour. We even asked the Indian manager, does this cast a doubt on the tour itself? Because now that there are widespread, rioting going on in London, the riot has spread to Birmingham as well. Lots of violence around the city centre area. He was non-committal. He refused to come on record when probed, saying if the tour is in doubt or not. But he did say that the team management is very closely monitoring the situation. The team management is closely keeping an eye on everything and will report to the BCCI first thing in the morning. We'll have a chat with the BCCI and then leave it to the BCCI to discuss with the ECB. As of now, there is no word on calling off the tour or cancellation of this test match or moving this test match. But at the same time, the players are worried. They are keeping a very close eye on the situation and will take things as things develop.
Of course, we'll have to wait and watch what call the Indian government, the Indian team takes on whether they want to go ahead with that third test match. But just to bring you up to speed with the latest that's coming in from London now, the Metropolitan Police has just issued an update on its current operations across London. It says that 334 people have been arrested, 69 have been charged in connection with rioting and looting across the city. The country's Prime Minister David Cameron has cut short his holiday and flown back to Britain as the capital reels under this devastating violence.